For decades, cat lovers have argued over a single burning question that seems to divide the community right down the middle. Who is truly more loyal? Is it the female cat, often stereotyped as the queen of the castle, or the male cat, frequently hailed as the laid-back lover boy? If you are planning to adopt a new feline friend, or if you're just trying to figure out why your current cat acts the way they do, you need to know the answer. But be warned, the truth isn't as black and white as you might think. Stick around, because by the end of this video, I am going to debunk the biggest myths about cat gender and reveal the real secret to earning a cat's undying loyalty. The team boy versus team girl rivalry. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room, or rather, the lion in the living room. If you ask a group of cat owners who is more affectionate, you will almost always get a split vote. Team Boy will tell you that male cats are the dogs of the cat world. They claim males are friendlier, more outgoing, and more likely to forgive you for that accidental tail step. They are the ones who follow you from room to room like a shadow, just happy to be in your presence. On the other hand, Team Girl will argue that female loyalty is deeper because it is harder to earn. They say that once a female cat chooses you, you are her person for life. She might not love everyone who walks through the door, but she loves you fiercely. But is this just confirmation bias? Are we just seeing what we want to see? To understand loyalty, we have to look past the anecdotes and dig into the biology and psychology of our feline friends. The aloof queen myth. There is a pervasive idea that female cats are moody. We've all heard the term diva applied to female cats. The stereotype suggests that female cats are controlling, independent, and perhaps a little calculating. They let you live in their house. They let you feed them. This reputation often stems from their biological history. In the wild, female cats are the mothers. They have to be cautious. They have to be vigilant to protect their kittens. This evolutionary trait can sometimes translate into a domestic setting as being more observant and less immediately trusting of strangers. However, does caution equal a lack of loyalty? Absolutely not. A female cat's loyalty is often compared to a serious relationship. She doesn't give her heart away for free. She watches, she assesses, and when she decides you are worthy, that bond is unbreakable. So, if a female cat is sleeping on your lap, take it as the highest compliment. She isn't there because she's needy, she's there because she genuinely prefers your company. The mama's boy phenomenon. Now let's flip the coin to the males. Why do male cats have a reputation for being such big softies? You'll often hear vets and shelter workers say that male cats are generally more easygoing. Historically, male cats in the wild didn't have the burden of raising kittens. Their primary drive was to secure territory and find mates. Once those biological drives are removed through neutering, which we will get to in a moment, you are often left with a cat who retains a sort of permanent kitten-like demeanor. Male cats are often described as Velcro cats. They're the ones more likely to tolerate being held like a baby or having their belly rubbed. Their loyalty is often loud and proud. If a male cat loves you, he wants the whole world to know it. He's the one greeting guests at the door and jumping into the repairman's toolbox. The game changer, spaying and neutering. Here's the twist that changes everything. If you are comparing an unneutered male to an unspayed female, you are seeing hormones, not personality. An intact male cat isn't thinking about loyalty, he's thinking about roaming, fighting, and marking his territory. He might disappear for days. That's not disloyalty, that's biology. Similarly, an unspayed female in heat is focused entirely on finding a mate. She might become incredibly affectionate, but it's hormonal. Or she might become irritable. When we talk about loyalty in house cats, we are almost always assuming the cats are fixed. Spaying and neutering level the playing field. It removes the hormonal distraction, allowing the cat's true personality to shine through. Once the hormones are gone, the difference between male and female behaviors shrinks significantly. But here's where it gets interesting. Even after fixing, some subtle differences remain, and this brings us to a fascinating theory about the one-person cat. The one-person cat theory. There is a common belief that female cats are more likely to be one-person cats, while male cats are whole family cats. The theory goes that a female cat creates a tight, exclusive bond with a single human. She might tolerate the spouse or the kids, but she has a clear favorite. If you are that favorite, her loyalty is intense. She will wait for you by the window. She will sleep on your side of the bed. You are her world. Male cats, conversely, are often viewed as social butterflies. They are loyal to the food bowl and whoever happens to be holding the laser pointer. They might cuddle with dad in the morning and sit on mom's lap in the evening. While this is a generalization, there is some truth to the differing bonding styles. If you want a cat who is exclusively yours, a female might be the better bet. If you want a cat who fits into a chaotic, busy household with lots of people, a male might adapt more easily. The Tortitude versus the Orange Boy. We cannot discuss gender without briefly touching on color, because in the cat world, genetics are weird. You've probably heard of Tortitude. Tortoiseshell and calico cats are almost exclusively female, and ask any vet, they will tell you these girls have an attitude. They are feisty, vocal, and incredibly distinctive. Their loyalty is fierce, but it is definitely on their terms. On the flip side, we have the orange tabby. The vast majority of orange cats are male, and the stereotype for orange boys is that they are, well, not the brightest bulbs in the box, but incredibly sweet. The dumb but lovable orange male is a staple of internet culture for a reason. So sometimes what you perceive as a gender trait might actually be a genetic personality quirk linked to their coat color. It adds another layer to the puzzle, doesn't it? Does mothering make females more loyal? Let's go back to the maternal instinct for a second. Even spayed females retain a nurturing instinct. You might notice your female cat trying to groom you more often. She might lick your hand or hair. This is a massive sign of loyalty and acceptance. She is treating you as part of her family unit. Some female cats will even bring you gifts, usually a toy, but sometimes a bug or something less pleasant. This isn't just random behavior, it's a teaching moment. In her eyes, she is providing for you. That is a proactive type of loyalty. She isn't just taking affection, she is contributing to the pack. Male cats groom their humans too, but it's often more about mutual bonding rather than a caretaking gesture. A female cat checking on you when you are sick or sad is often tapping into that deep-seated awareness of the emotional state of her kittens, which in this case is you. The territory factor. Loyalty is also about how a cat views their home. Male cats are historically territorial. In a domestic setting, this can manifest as confidence. A loyal male cat often acts as the sheriff of the house. He patrols, he checks the windows. If he sits with you, he's often facing outward, watching for threats. He is guarding you. Female cats are often more concerned with the nest, the core of the home. Her loyalty is demonstrated by keeping the peace within the inner circle. She is less likely to patrol the perimeter and more likely to stay close to the resources and the people she values. So, who is more likely to run away? If we judge loyalty by who stays closer to home, the statistics are interesting. Studies on outdoor cats show that intact males have the largest ranges. They will travel miles. But neutered males and spayed females have much smaller overlapping ranges. However, anecdotal evidence suggests that female cats are more homebodies. They're cautious about leaving their safe zone. A male cat's curiosity might lead him to wander into a neighbor's garage or explore a new construction site, getting him stuck or lost. The female's natural caution keeps her closer to the porch. Does that make her more loyal or just smarter? The science of affection. Let's get scientific for a moment. Is there actual data on this? A study published in the journal Applied Animal Behavior Science looked at the interactions between cats and their owners. The study found that, generally speaking, cats mimic the personality of their owners, regardless of gender. However, they did note that owner gender mattered too. Women tended to interact more with their cats, and cats, both male and female, initiated more contact with female owners. But here's the hook that surprises most people. The study didn't find a statistically significant difference in affection levels based solely on the cat's gender. It found that the cat's father, the sire, had a huge impact on friendliness. Friendliness is a heritable trait, so a friendly father produces friendly kittens, whether they are boys or girls. How to earn loyalty, regardless of gender. If science says it's a toss-up, why do we still feel such a difference? It's because loyalty is a two-way street. The loyalty you receive depends heavily on how you interact with the cat. Male cats often respond well to play-based bonding. They like interaction, games, and activity. If you play with a male cat, you build a bond of camaraderie. You are his hunting partner. Female cats often respond better to low-stress, quiet bonding. They appreciate respect for their boundaries. If you let a female cat come to you, if you learn to read her subtle body language and stop petting her before she gets overstimulated, she learns to trust you implicitly. The Velcro trap. We need to be careful not to confuse neediness with loyalty. A male cat that screams at you until you pick him up is certainly attached, but is he loyal or is he just demanding? True loyalty is shown in moments of stress. When you take them to the vet, who looks to you for comfort? When there is a thunderstorm, who curls up by your feet? Many owners report that while males are friendlier day to day, females are more intuitive during a crisis. If you are sick with the flu, it is often the female cat who refuses to leave your side, acting as a silent sentinel until you recover. The male might pop in, say hello, and then go ask for breakfast. The female understands that something is wrong. Personality types over gender. At the end of the day, cats are individuals. You can find aloof males and clingy females. You can find female cats that love everyone and male cats that hide under the bed for 3 days when the doorbell rings. Think about human siblings. You can have a brother and sister raised in the same house who have completely different personalities. Cats are no different. Factors like early socialization, how much they were handled as kittens between 2 and 7 weeks of age, play a much bigger role in their future loyalty than whether they are a boy or a girl. A kitten that was bottle-fed by humans will often be hyper-loyal and dependent, regardless of gender. A kitten that had to fight for food on the streets might retain a streak of independence forever. The verdict. Who wins? So we return to the ultimate question, who is more loyal? If your definition of loyalty is a shadow who follows you everywhere, greets you loudly, and treats you like their best buddy who can do no wrong, then the male cat takes the trophy. They are the optimists of the cat world, forgiving and openly loving. But if your definition of loyalty is a deep, unshakable bond where you are the chosen one, a devotion that is exclusive and perceptive, then the female cat wears the crown. She is the discerning partner who has decided that out of all the humans on Earth, you are the only one who matters.